life.
I agree with that. That's amazing. Thanks for sharing that.
Hmm.
I think usually that's how it starts. You kind of almost start at a young age. You right. You never know where you're gonna go with that. But here you are. You're doing amazing, and we appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I have a quick question. What made you get into what made you start the podcast or yeah, the podcast Talk Your Shit? I was wondering about that.
Who? Why did I start the podcast? Talk your shit.
Yeah, what made you go to that podcast?
Um, Shit, because I want to talk my shit,
That's what's up.
and I go where somebody gave a fuck and wanted to hear it, and so this is why I felt like y'all was talking y'all shit there, so I wanted to come talk my shit, and then talk.
No, go ahead, go ahead. I'm with you all the way. Go ahead.
No, I'm, I'm waiting for the next question. Waiting for the next
Okay,
question.
so I see in 2015 you played in a TV series Carter and Cody. That being your first TV series, was it easy for you to adjust to, or how was it playing that role, and how did you take what you learned from that role moving forward?
It was it was a day player role. In acting we have a saying that no there's no such thing as a small role. But it was like a day player role, so I was there for like that one little scene, and then that was my. But it was to me it was just another experience because I was still fresh into acting, so I was willing to gain any type of knowledge that I could about acting. So it was another learning experience. It wasn't nothing that was too hard. I think my coach in the beginning taught me very well, so I was prepared for a lot of different stuff. Maybe I would even say ahead of the game.
I have a question. This is Miss Ice Cold.
How you doing? Oh,
Hello, and my question to you is, who did you look up to when you were a kid as a movie star?
when I went to Cass,
Like just like growing up and watching movies. Who did you look up to for like the acting?
of course Will Smith, Tupac, and Marlon Wayans was a like a big influence. Just how silly he was. So yeah, those probably three was like my my big influences.
Okay, thank you.
I you know what? I want to know this too.
That was just
What?
growing. It
Go
is
ahead.
that list has evolved as as I became an actor and studied the craft and stuff like that. But go ahead, I'm listening.
No, you're good. I was gonna ask, what motivates you the most? What inspires
What
you? Yeah.
um what inspires me the most outside of my family, my children and stuff like that? Just the possibility that I could fuck around and make this shit go crazy for real and be around this bitch talking my shit. Like I just and then time and time again, just as I just keep on pursuing my dreams and just stuff started happening, it's showing me that hey man, this shit is right around the corner. It's possible, and I just want to see this thing through. Drake got a line in one of his songs that say, he says that he afraid that he's gonna die before he get where he going, and that's like one of my fears too. Is like I wanna be here. I want to make all of these things, all of these dreams come to fruition before I leave this earth. And I think that is like my biggest motivation and inspiration, just knowing that you only got this one life and you not gonna make it out this bitch alive, so you might as well go and face all your fears, face everything head on, and shit, let the cards fall where they may.
I love that. That's what's up. I think we all should have that thought process so we can actually reach the goals that we want to reach. One of the biggest things in life is do what makes you happy. And usually what makes you happy is where you're gonna fall, right? Even though, like, I know a lot of people get into the, you gotta achieve all these different things. But I realize in life the most important thing is what really gives you joy and pleasure. And then when you do that, you're going to end up exactly where you should be. So then it tears down I would say, in my opinion, the anxiety or the different things of, oh my God, I probably can't do it or whatever, or man, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, yeah, that is really a good way to really think about that to move forward. And you also seem like you are going to do that. Like the way you sound, kind of like the energy that you're giving. I do believe that if you keep that mindset, you'll reach all your goals. So yeah, I really appreciate that. But
Thank
my other question is, what make you happy in this present moment? Because I think we've all forget to live in the present moment and really enjoy ourselves. What really makes you happy in this moment? Like, if you can think of anything.
um what makes, because happiness, I think that is fleeting too, and like any intelligent that's the burden of being intelligent, knowing that um that happiness is only temporary. You know what I'm saying? And bad times are on the horizon. You just have to lean into those happy times while they're there. And what makes me happy, honestly, is knowing that everything is taken care of. My kids is okay, and being able to, like you said, do the thing that I love to do, and not having to necessarily answer to anybody. That's what makes me happy. Just being like having the autonomy to do whatever I want to do.
I love that. That's what's up. You okay? You all right with me? That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And as you should. As you should.
As long as you're not imposing on anybody else, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing too. It's like give me my freedom to do what I want to do as long as I'm not imposing on anybody else.
Hey Tristan, the movie that you played in, her husband's enemy, that was like one of the movies I used to watch all the time on Tubi. Salute to your role, you did a good job.
Thank you.
So, you got any other projects that you come doing this year?
A plethora of projects. I got a project called Pillow Talk that just dropped maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I have a project that just dropped today on Amazon called Negligence. I suggest y'all go and spend a little couple dollars that it is to go watch that, because the cast is crazy. It's Clifton Powell, it's Omar Gooding, myself. You got Erica Pinkett, who played in what's the movie, Secret Society, and Tupac, the Tupac movie. Um, Chaotic from Love and Hip Hop. I don't know if y'all familiar with Chaotic. It's who else is on there? Crystal the Doll, Lamar, Lamaster Spratling, and it's a beautiful cast and it's a beautiful story. Um, I think it's worth the money. If not, if y'all want to wait till you get to Tubi, because I'm pretty sure it'll be on Tubi in a few weeks. I have that. So I have a project called Cons of Cougars that will be dropping in a couple weeks, and I have a series called Scripts that will be dropping in a few weeks as well. That's executive produced by me and my team, along with my manager who's down and as a house member, Jermaine. I think his feet in the picture. I don't know what's in the picture, man. I don't know what he down there doing. Yeah, but we have that. We got that coming out, and all that should be within the next few weeks. So Scripts, Negligence, Pillow Talk, Cons and Cougars with myself and Delicious. Y'all gonna love that. Especially the ladies. The ladies, y'all gonna love Cons and Cougars. I promise you.
If you can
Oh,
give us a little bit of maybe without spoiling it, the pillow talk. What is this, honey? Yeah. But anyways, what's the pillow talk about? I'm a little interested in that right at this moment. I'm curious of just the gist of it a little bit without spoiling it.
Pillow talk is about secrets that get passed around the bedroom that could lead to somebody's untimely demise, leaving you having to figure out or pick up the pieces as to what and why it happened in the first place. Is that good enough?
Oh yeah, that's called Crime of Passion. Okay,
What
I'm
platform are we
feeling
able
that.
to watch this on? Cause I got to see that.
Watch that on Tubi.
To be honest, say last, I have a question for you, man. I'm gifted. So when you were a kid, right? When you were a child, what
Hmm.
did you see yourself being when you got older? Or did you always want to be an actor?
I wonder. I thought I was gonna make it to the NBA, but once again, my manager down at the bottom, I think that's his on there, Jermaine Jackson. He took that dream, man, and he made it to the NBA. And so I didn't care what I after that. As long as I could take care, my dream was to take care of my mother.
Wow, that's amazing.
You
That's
know,
dope, man. That's dope.
get to all the way fulfill that dream, but I do fill in the gaps where I can when I can.
That's dope.
I have, sorry, get it.
You got it.
I have a question. What's the process like? What would be your suggestion of like people who want to follow like the same steps you took as far as acting? Like, what's the process like that you had to go through?
Um,
Sorry, in order to
for one,
get to certain doors, and you know.
yeah, I'm not just first of all, take it serious. Don't be afraid of investing your money. Hire you an acting coach, and don't be afraid of sucking at it in the beginning. Like I think I fucking sucked at the beginning. I still got tapes where I made people take me and do so. So don't be afraid. Don't despise a small start. That's the first thing. You got to have it. You got to know that. Um, somebody had put a post, and my sister had sent it to me, and it was like being an actor is like being in an infested pool of sharks. You might make it and you may not. And you gotta have that mentality. You gotta know that everybody in this field do not make it to that pinnacle where you feel like you a Will Smith or this, that, or the third, but you cannot let that deter you. And you have to know that that's a possibility. So after you get through all of that, you start mingling with the acting community. Try to go on set, get on Facebook or Instagram and go on there and type in acting groups that's in your area. Start commingling with or intermingling with the community there. Go to auditions. Get somebody that's real with you about your audition, like somebody in your family or your acting coach or somebody that's gonna be real with you about how or where you at with your acting, and just constantly get better and don't give up. And just try to connect with the right people. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, like I was eager, so I would do this, I would run over here and do that, and I would run over here and do that. Don't be a film whore either. Just don't be just, you know what I'm saying, throwing yourself in stuff and just, you know what I'm saying? Uh what else?
You said don't be a femme whore. Oh wow. Okay, that's what's up.
I mean,
That's interesting.
yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
I guess because it's a lot of people here in Detroit. You see me in a lot of films, right? But you don't. What you don't realize is that I don't work